If you happen to know me or my channel, then you know I wholeheartedly believe another Tomodachi game is a matter of when as opposed to a if. There are too many reasons why Nintendo should and would make another Tomodachi game for me to believe anything else. Whether Nintendo decide to make a Tomodachi Life remaster or a full sequel, that's another question. But not today. No, today we are going to ask what is taking another Tomodachi game so long? After all, Tomodachi Life, the last iteration to Tomodachi games, came out in 2013 in Japan and 2014 worldwide. Therefore, worldwide, we are 9 years into our wait for the next game, still without an announcement. So what is taking Nintendo so long? The Nintendo Switch has been on the market since March of 2017, meaning the Switch has been Nintendo's main console for 6 years. Nintendo has stated in the past that they want the Nintendo Switch's lifespan to last 7 to 10 years. If we take this measurement, we would be expecting a new Nintendo console in 2024 to 2027. I also want to point out that the Nintendo 3DS didn't officially stop selling in stores until 2020, and the last game on the Wii came out in 2020. For the 3DS, the year was 2021. Even if Nintendo did come out with a new console tomorrow, the Switch's lifespan will continue onward, meaning Nintendo will be keeping their word. So, with that being said, Nintendo is Nintendo, and they love being anything but predictable, so us consumers have no idea when to expect the next Nintendo system. We could be days away or years away from the reveal of the next system. Either way, Nintendo is no doubt currently in the works of designing and or manufacturing whatever is coming next, and therefore must also be working diligently in making whatever games will be released in the beginning of that system. The Nintendo Switch saw 404 game releases in its first year, which included Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild as its huge launch title. That year, we also saw releases such as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, and Super Mario Odyssey. Many attribute a lot of the Nintendo Switch's success to the system having such a strong roster right from the beginning. And I'm sure Nintendo will want to replicate that setup for their next system. With that being said, that's no easy task. Not only must they have a solid knowledge of what their next system will be and what its exact capabilities and layout will be in order to begin developing many games, but then they need to have the time and dedicated teams working to create those games to have a release title, as well as a consistently growing collection of games coming out to bring in people who want to buy a new console to play those games. In fact, I bought my Nintendo Switch the day New Horizons was announced, originally Animal Crossing 2019, proving games do in fact sell systems. So what's my point? The next Tomodachi game could very well be in development as we speak. In fact, I'm personally of the belief it very much is, and has been since 2021, since certain facts have come out to my attention, and I highly suggest watching my video on that if you want more details. But even if Tomodachi Life sequel or remaster is and has been in development, it may not be for the Nintendo Switch. It could be for their next system, and that's why we haven't heard anything. They can't announce a game being made for a system that itself hasn't even been announced yet, and that's why it's taking so long. And if that's the case, all we can do is be patient, no matter how excruciatingly difficult that is. Another possible reason that could be causing the next Tomodachi game to take so long in development is the hurdles they would have to jump through in order to make this game a reality. The first two games in the series were for Nintendo's handheld dual-screen systems, Tomodachi Collection for the Nintendo DS and Tomodachi Life for the Nintendo 3DS. As the next game will be the first in the series to appear on a single-screen system that is very different to its previous gameplay layouts, it's a big project to tackle. The time Nintendo has to take in the ideas and planning stage may be a lot longer than most games. Now, I do not believe this would stop another game. Many 3DS and DS games have been ported or received sequels, including but not limited to Miitopia and Professor Layton. Going from dual screens to a single screen is probably the most difficult change. However, oftentimes the bottom screen was used mostly for touchscreen and wasn't necessary for other gameplay functions, and a lot of these features that came from having two screens would mesh together as one or could become pop-up screens available with the touch of a button. Touchscreen could be difficult to configure, but not something that would be impossible. In fact, the Nintendo Switch does have a touchscreen, it just happens to be underutilized and would probably continue to be so in a new Tomodachi game. The Nintendo Switch also has no camera or mic. However, these were very small gimmicks to enjoy in the 3DS game and wouldn't hurt overall enjoyment if they weren't implemented in the next game. With all that being said, Nintendo would have their work cut out for them whenever they decide to begin work on making this game, which could be the cause for our long wait. So far, the only true Mii game the Nintendo Switch has seen was the release of Miitopia in 2021. Miis have been utilized in other Nintendo games such as Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and Nintendo Switch Sports, if you happen to be in the majority of people that despise sports mates. Even so, Miis haven't been given the love and respect that they deserve in recent years, and Miitopia is in fact the only full Mii game on the Switch currently. Thankfully, the game did well for itself, selling over 1 million units and surpassing its original 3DS's sales. It is possible, however, that Nintendo didn't want to start official development on Tomodachi Life, another Mii game, till they got to see the reception of Miitopia, and how a full Mii game would do on a system that doesn't put a lot of eggs in the Mii basket, so to speak. Of course, as we still haven't seen the reveal of the next Tomodachi game, we can't be sure when it will rear its head. But it is possible that development has only started recently after the Miitopia game work concluded, which is what I believe happened. And 2021 to 2023 is only 2 years, meaning if so, it's likely we could be in for a bit longer of a wait. However, maybe the game is ready for a reveal soon. After all, Nintendo is funny. Games may take a couple of short years to develop, or take many years. Sometimes they reveal a game a year or so before release, sometimes a month or two before, and sometimes they just shot or drop games on us. In the famous words of Shigeru Miyamoto, a delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. I personally don't mind the wait, though hard, if it rears a great game and experiences we can cherish for years the way we have with Tomodachi Life. Good things are worth the wait. I have faith that we will see another Tomodachi game and that it will be glorious. Also, I want to give a huge, enormous, massive thank you to all of you. My channel recently passed 15,000 subscribers and I am insanely shocked and happy, and I feel so very lucky and grateful that there are so many people that enjoy talking with me and about the games we love. I really don't think I could have the words to fully express how thankful I am to each and every one of you. Everyone who watches a video, comments, or subscribes, you are all such an important part of my life. I have met and talked to so many amazing people, all thanks to YouTube, so thank you YouTube, and thank you without the tube, for being gracious enough to give my little channel that click, and therefore listening to this little speech. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you all so very much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoy Animal Crossing, Tomodachi Life, and cozy Nintendo gaming in general, consider subscribing to join the family. And if you liked today's video, gently tap that like button so YouTube likes me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Love you all! Bye!